Mabuhay, great day guys. Welcome to TSA Toy Stash in Action with another toy review, and I'm Ranger Dave, and today we're gonna check out another Masters of the Universe Origin figures. This is the Stratos figure, guys, and I'm totally excited about this. He's one of my favorites. Now I just want to say thank you, on JDMV Imagine 241 online store on helping us out, pick this guy up just for this review. This is the back wherein you kind of see all those wave 4s, and you got your standard He-Man and Skeletor figure, and then you got this amazing artwork wherein you kind of see that Stratos figure. Actually it's not a figure, it's just that amazing artwork right there. It's really awesome, I love it. And yeah, now a quick history, guys, for Stratos himself. On the Filmation version, Stratos is just one of the people of Avion. That was just explained as that, and then he's one of the people that you can fly with. Now on the 2000X version, Stratos is actually the leader of the people of Avion. That's why he's actually having a seat on the council, wherein you kind of see him that he's together with the king of Eternia. That's why he is there on that series. But enough of that, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the figure itself. Alright guys, so here he is, Stratos, guys. Outside of the packaging, it's very well done. You kind of look at it here, ang ganda, ang guwapo na itsura. Look at that. That is just a really good shade of red. I love it. You got that awesome paint job right here, and also for this head sculpt, it's just really plain awesome. Yeah, and so you can't see it right there, right? That is just insane. This is just plain gray. Alright, and that is just okay because it's very similar to our vintage. Now for the vintage, guys, I do have here our vintage version. You can't see it here. Now there is changes. Alright, so for the changes, especially for the head. Alright, for the head, this one is actually bigger, for the Masters of the Universe Origins. And then you kind of have it here that this is like a soft rubbery plastic. Yeah, and then it's vintage, and you can't see it here. That's really pretty old because it's beaten up pretty badly. And you can see here also for the armor, it got much more defined, especially for the detail on this right here for the feathers. Yan, diba? So yun yung mga ibang changes. The strap though is still the same here, even though right here as well. And it's got much more bigger strap, but yeah, that's the paint job is pretty much the same. I think this is just because of the old plastic, that's why it's a little darker. And going here at the back, you got also changes, and this is for the previous right here. You kind of get it here na malaki yung mga boosters to dito, and right there, diba, parang malaki talaga. And then here at the back of the new Stratos, this is actually smaller, yeah, but it has much more detail. No, it actually is pretty much the same, it's just smaller. And so I think it's still okay. I mean, you kind of see it here, it's still okay. But I have to say, guys, the head sculpt is way better. Yan, gawa nung dito. For the vintage, it looks like a dog, if it's sideways. Yeah, but yeah, that's what you get to it. And so pretty nice detail, guys. And it's really much of a remastered version for the Origins figure, from the vintage version. Now for the accessory, guys, you got two accessory, which is his wings. For the Stratos wings, very easy. Look at that, it's very well done. I like how they actually sculpted all of those feathers really nicely. And so there are changes with the vintage version because this is actually thicker plastic, matigas siya. It's very hard, it doesn't fold that much. And these two right here for the vintage feels like there are like it's a soft rubber plastic, and parang siyang pliable plastic siya, but you have the same sculpt right there. It's just a little smaller for the Origins, but you got this sculpted right here as well. Yeah, and then also you got a secondary strap for the up arm. This one doesn't have that, right? It just goes right here for the lower part. Let me try to get that. Yeah, so ito yung itsura niya, right? Same here, but none over here. Yeah, so ganun yung changes niya. Also for the feather, this does have a third feather right over here. This one doesn't, so that's what you get. And also your wave 4 comic book right here. So all of the wave 4 figures have this comic book. Okay lang din siya, but I do have to say, guys, it's still a highly collectible piece of paper, so it's still nice to have them. So just store them, okay? Alright guys, now in applying, the accessory for Stratos, it's just very easy. You just snap them in right here for his hand. That is very well done right there. It's very easy. Okay, you could do it on the same arm as well. And so you could strap it in. So yun lang ang iwasan ninyo, yung like here for his gauntlet. It has a mini gauntlet. So you have to clip it on the top of it so it doesn't, hinder that much. Yan. Saka hindi siya masisira or mababali dito, So that's okay. It's not gonna break off if you just put it on that upper of the gauntlet. Now you have to see it here next to the original, vintage version. Yeah, so ganyan siya. Right, so that is the changes. Right, for the side, especially if the accessory is added. Yan, wala na rin siyang strap dito, from the bicep. So that is still okay. Right, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, especially on how it's animated, as far as I saw all the cartoons on Filmation, and also for the 2000X version. The 2000X version does look more of this. Alright guys, now for our favorite part, which is the articulation on these origin figures. Now for you guys that are new with the origin figures, you got a standard ball joint right here for the head. Alright, so you could tilt it around, rotate, spin like that. So freaky! And then you could raise his both arms like this high. That is very nice. And then you got that down and then up about this much, and then you could rotate that as well. You got a single joint right here for the entire elbow right there, and then you could also swivel it around, and then you got a swivel here at the wrist, also another hinge right there. So that's okay. And then going here for the waist, it does swivel again, and then you could make him do the splits this far. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And then you could raise his entire leg up but that much, then back, and then you got a single joint right here for the knees. It does swivel right here as well, that joint, and then you got another boot cut because of that feature wherein you can take it off and then put it back. Yeah, so that's okay. You got a hinge right here for the ankles and ankle pivot. So that's basically it, guys. Now I am happy that you could actually raise his, both of his arms about like this, and then you could move this hinge like this right there. Yan, diba? Then you can actually take these things off and then try to put it, on the opposite side with these for your, figure right there. And then you got him flying. Make that, awesome flight pose. See, that is insane, which is way better, from this, the vintage version wherein you can just do that as well. Now I'm not actually, I don't hate this, I still love this, but having him on flight pose is just insane, like Alright guys, now a quick size comparison with all of the other origin figures. We have He-Man, we got Roboto right here at the side, and with the Stratos figure, and this is just awesome. You kind of feel that it looks like they are doing like scaling when it comes to origin figures, because He-Man's looking too small, not too small for them, or it just fits like it's okay for them. If you actually put He-Man in the middle, like Stratos right here, and then you got He-Man like there, you kind of see that they are like looking into that scaling aspects, for it comes to collecting. Alright guys, so that's my take for the Masters of the Universe Origin Stratos figures. So this is just awesome, guys. I really love the update, especially when it comes to the entire articulation, and this is just the best wherein you can make him do the flight poses. And also the head, I really like how they did it on the vintage version, but this head is way better. I love it. I really wish though that the thrusters on the back are bigger. That's basically it, guys. It's still an awesome figure. I'm still giving it a 5 out of 5 rating, and I hope you guys like this video. And remember, if you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be updated on every new video we have here. And yeah, remember guys, life is one big collection. Peace out, God bless.